Hello everyone, in this video I am creating one Spring Boot project and I will add AI in this Spring Boot project. So let's start from Spring Initializer. So go to our Chrome. This is start.spring.io. Here we will add the things whatever we want. So Java 17, then Maven project. Okay, so here we are using Spring Boot 4.1.0 and the project name is Spring AI CRUD exam. So you can see here project Maven, language Java, Spring Boot 4.1.0, project metadata. Here this is group ID and artifact property and 7. Now I will add here dependence like Spring Web, then Spring Data JPA, then MySQL driver 0.1 plus. So now we will search I will share OpenAI and Lombok depend Spring Boot dev tool. Now we will generate it. Click here generate. I will cut here and right click on it and extract all. Here this is our project. Now we will open IntelliJ. So here I am. This is our project, this window. This is our main exam, main class. You can see here @ Spring Boot application. This is the starting point of the application. So we will create one schema. So first we will go to our MySQL and we will create schema. Here we will create one new schema, Spring AI DB. So run this query. So schema is created. Now I am refreshing it. Spring AI DB. Inside this, here we will create one employee table. Select it and run. Then we need to go to our application.property and we will add the thing like go to our IntelliJ. Inside resources, you can see application.property. Here we will paste this. So here is Spring Boot JDBC MySQL localhost colon 3306 Spring AI DB. Then this is username. Then here we will change our and here we need to check the OpenAI API key. We will do it later. Now go to next point. We will create one entity. So the entity name is employee. So inside this Java I will create one package. Wait, let's see what is structure entity Java. So like this structure we will follow, like we have to create one package. In that package we will create this entity. So first we will create one entity inside the here I am creating new pack entity. Inside this we will create one class. So we have created employee class. Now we will create one repository. This is our repository name. First we will create package. Inside this we will create class. This is the coding structure you have to follow, and here we will import our class, entity class, and apart from that we will create one service. Here also we will import entity class, and we need to check in this structure service. Inside service and service implement both are in this. I will also create service implementation class inside this and import the employee, and here also import the repository. Apart from that we will create one controller. So here we will create one package controller page. Here we need to import the service, then employee class. So error will go on. Then so we have created the basic things. Now we will open Postman to hit the APIs. So I am opening Postman. First we will run our application. Let's check everything working fine or not. So go to our main class and we will run this application. So the project is up and running on port 8080. So running, and so we will hit the URL like post http. So first we will hit this post URL. on Postman, so change it to post, then paste here the URL. Here we need to add our body JSON, and here the parameters like this. This is JSON format. So now I will hit, and we will check it is hitting to our DB or not. So here is 401 error is coming, unauthorized. So I have fixed the issue, and now we are checking. So it is still giving some error, 404 resource not found. So I have checked the controller is located in wrong place, so we are moving to the correct place like this. Cut this controller, we will paste here inside the exam controller. Then with the coding structure we have to follow. Now I am running this, so it is running now. Let's hit the API again. This is our URL. This is post method, and now I am hitting this. So 201 means created. So our this data is saved in our DB. So let's check it is saved or not. Let's go to our MySQL. Here I will refresh it. Inside the table you can see this is employee Priya Sharma, and data saved successfully. Now I will hit the another URL. So let's see the URLs I am hitting. This is our another URLs like I think post is created. Now moving to our next thing, our base CRUD application is created. Now we are moving to our AI part. Spring AI integration, OpenAI, Java 17 using. So I will create this AI controller. So let's create it. So I am creating this, copy it and go to our controller. Here I will paste it. So this AI controller is created, and here we need to import the map, and that's it. And apart from that, we need to add this dependency for our AI. Now we will go to our pom.xml. You can see this is pom.xml. Inside the dependencies we need to add this, like here we will add one more dependency and click here to load. And one more thing we need to add here, I think one more thing we need to add like this. Here we have to enable the thing like OpenAI enabled. So now we are moving to our AI part. So here in this URL you have to go and create your API key. So I have created here, and copying this and going to our application.property. So you can see here I am using Ollama because OpenAI is not running properly. You can see this. I hit the request and got this error, socket hang up. So now let's see, it's downloading. I am pausing for some time. This is another command, Ollama pull gamma 2b. So we can see here this is our Ollama is running. Now I am adding it in our application.property. So this is the updated application.properties. So in place of OpenAI, I have used this Ollama. So by using this, I am able to perform this AI model up and running. So I have updated this controller also. Here we have added this Ollama chat model. So and I have updated this pom.xml. So you can see here this is Ollama with exclusive to avoid conflict. This and this is org.springframework.ai. Here I have used Spring AI Ollama. Apart from that, pom.xml and application.property. This is, you can see here, it is up and running. Now I am showing you the Postman URL. So you can see here when I hit here something, what is AI? So artificial intelligence is a broad term that refers to machine or computer system. So you can see here our AI model is up and running. I have added in our Spring Boot this by using Ollama, and I'm showing you every class. So whenever you are creating this model, so it will help you to create like this. So firstly we have we are starting from here like this. First we need to go Spring Initializer, then we need to create one database query like create database like this, and then this query you need to run. After that, create one employee table whenever it's created. So now come to the our Spring Boot project. Here we need to create one entity related to our table, like we have employee table, and how it is connected to our database. So the Spring Boot connected to our database like this. This is our URL data source, this is our username, this is password, and you can see here com.mysql.cj.jdbc. So it connects our database to our Spring Boot project. After that, we one more thing you can see here. This is pom.xml. Here also we have added MySQL. You can see here. So this is the binding things like this. We can integrate our MySQL and our Spring Boot project. When we hit the URL, so these things connected to each other, and save and update operation performed. After that, use an employee table. You can create one entity class. This is our entity. After entity, we have to create one repository. Here is nothing in this repository. You can see this is interface, and this extends JPA repository. Inside JPA, I am showing you these many things are available, like save and plus, save all and plus, and so many methods inside this find all. Apart from that, after a repository, we have to create one service, and you also able to see we have used one coding structure like inside our Spring AI CRUD example. We have organized packages. Inside packages, we keep classes like this is controller. So we will keep all the controller inside this, and this is entity. So inside this we will keep all the entities, and repository, inside all the repositories will be we will keep. So this is the coding structure that will help you in production ready environment. This coding structure is used, and apart from that, service, we have created one service class. Inside we have created save employee, get all employees, get employee by ID, and update employee by ID. So you can see here, this is the implementation class of that service class. Here we have implemented like this repository.save. As I shown you in this in the repository, we have extend JPA. So inside JPA, these methods are available, and so you can also create this code. I am showing all the things, so it will help you to create this example on your system. So another thing, you need to download Ollama. So you need to check how to download Ollama and how to use in this project. So here you need to add in pom.xml and application.properties. So this is application.property, add in this, and pom.xml is this. So this is the overall project overview. This is up and running. So you can also use this code, so you will be also able to run on your local system by integrating Spring with AI, Spring Boot with AI. So we have achieved this. So here First we go to Spring Initializer, then we have checked our coding structure, then create one schema and employee table, then entity, then repository, then service controller. Then we have head Postman. So whenever our CRUD code is up and running, so we have implemented AI and full code. So we have performed these actions, and you can also try this on your system by using this code. Thanks for watching. Do like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching.